students, welcome to our online learning session. In today's lecture, we will discuss on the topic mathematical expectation, and we will see some of the examples based on the formulas of mathematical expectation. We will see what is mathematical expectation and what are its various uses. Okay, now see, this is again a part of basic statistics. We have discussed many topics on basic statistics which are a part of our syllabus. Okay, some of the topics are mean, median, mode, mean deviation, standard deviation, and we have also learned how to find the kurtosis, skewness and moments for different values as per our examples and syllabus. Now this is one more topic on mathematical expectation. See, now first let us see some introductory part and some formulas on mathematical expectation. The expected value of a random variable x is weighted average of the values that x can assume with probabilities of its various values as its weight. See, this is some basic concept. Okay, now you will understand it much more better when we will move towards our examples. If a random variable x assumes the values x1 to xn with probabilities f of x1, f of x2, f of xn, then mathematical expectation or expected value, or you can say mean of random variable x, is defined and denoted by mu equal to E of x is equal to summation I equal to 1 to n xi into f of xy I is equal to summation for every x up to n sigma x into fx. Similarly, for continuous random variable, expected value is given by mu equal to ex is equal to integration of minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx dx. These are the two formulas which we will use in our examples. Next is variance. Now when we discuss about this all, it comes variance and standard deviation. Variance of a probability distribution is Vx equal to sigma square, which is equal to summation for every x minus mu whole square into fx. This is for discrete random variable, and for continuous random variable you get your formula as sigma square equal to summation x square into fx minus mu square. Now again, sigma square is equal to E of x minus mu whole square, which is equal to ex square minus ex whole square. For discrete random variables, it is given by summation for every x square into fx minus mu square, and for continuous variable, random variable, it is given by minus infinity to infinity x square into fx minus mu square. Here standard deviation is sigma. Okay, so these were the formulas of variance and expected value. Okay, see here a term comes probability. Now we all know about the basics of probability. If you are not aware about probability, then just see my video series on probability. Or see, probability in Gujarati we say it sambhavna. Okay, so basic formula is number of favorable items divided by total number of items. This is probability. Now next is moment. Moment is given by the kth moment about the origin is mu dash k is equal to summation x raised to k fx for discrete random variable, and for continuous random variable the formula is minus infinity to infinity integration x raised to k fx dx. And about the central moment, it is given by mu dash k equal to summation x minus mu raised to k fx for discrete variable, and for continuous variable you have integration of minus infinity to plus infinity x minus mu raised to k fx dx. Therefore, we have mu2 dash equal to sigma square, you know that this is variance, and mu equal to expected variable equal to mu1 dash. There are some properties of expected value. See, e of x plus y can be written as e of x plus e of y. E of x into y can be written as e of x into e of y. And e of cx can be written as c into ex. And e of c is equal to c, and e of x plus c can be written as e of x plus c, because e of c is equal to c. Now if x is less than equal to y, then its expected value will also satisfy the same condition, that is e of x is less than equal to e of y. So till here we have just seen the formulas, and now we will discuss some examples based on these formulas to get the better idea of the given formulas. Now first example is a random variable x is given by the following probability distribution. See, what you are given is, you are given x and fx. You have to find mean, variance and distribution function you have to find. Okay, so for mean, the formula is given by, we have seen before, mu equal to x into fx. When x and fx are given to us, you can find the formula by mean as mu equal to x into fx. So we will multiply x into fx. See, minus 1 into 0 0.2, 0 into 0 0.1, 1 into 0 0.2, 2 into 0 0.4, and the last is 3 into 0 0.1. We will simplify this equation and you get your mean as 1.1. Next you have to find is variance. Okay, now variance is given by sigma square. We have seen this formula. Okay, sigma square is equal to what? E into x minus mu whole square, and this is given by what? X minus mu whole square into fx for continuous random variable. Okay, for random variable, right? Discrete random variable. Actually, for continuous random variable you have the sign of integration, right? So see, what you will do is, you will put 1 values of x, and mu you have already found just now, that is 1.1. So first value of x was minus 1, minus 1 minus mu is 1.1 whole square. First fx is 0.1. Now you will go towards the next value. See, in below table you can see next value is 0, mu is 1.1, again next fx is 0.1. Next third value is 1, again mu is 1.1 its square, and the next fx is 0.2, and so on. We will do this for all the values, and after the simplification you get your answer as 1.69. Now the next thing was, you have to find the distribution function. See, how to find the distribution function? First write all the values of x over here. Okay, now let me move back to the question. See, we will write first all the values of x. Now see, fx is 0.2, so your first value of distribution function will be 0.2. Next you have to add here 0.1. So 0.2 plus 0.1, that is 0.3. This is of the same type as we are calculating cumulative frequency in measures of central tendency. Okay, so see, you are adding here 0.2, first will be as it is, you will add next 0.1, so that will be equal to 0.3. Next was 0.2, again you will add here, so you get 0.5. Next fx was 0.4, you will add here, so you will get 0.9. and the last one is 0.1, which you will add in this and you get your last function is 1. So in this way you can find distribution function, mean and variance for the given values. Now next example. A die is thrown. The appearance of 3 is called a success and one of any other number is failure. Find the mean and variance of the number of success. See what it is given. The appearance of 3. If a die is thrown. In Gujarati we say આપણે જે રમવાનો પાસો ફેંકીએ ને ત્યારે શું થાય 1 થી 6 ના નંબર હોય બરાબર. તો આપણે શું કીધું છે અહીંયા ક્વેશ્ચનમાં કે અપીયરન્સ ઓફ 3 એટલે જો 3 આવે તો એને શું કહેવાય સક્સેસ કહેવાય અને બાકીનો કોઈ નંબર આવે તો શું કહેવાય ફેલિયર કહેવાય બરાબર. So now what we have to do is you have to find mean and variance of the number of success. આપણે નંબર ઓફ સક્સેસના મીન અને વેરિયન્સ ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનું છે. તો સૌથી પહેલા આપણે અહીંયા શું કરશું, we will let x equal to the event of success. આપણે કોઈ x ધારી લે જેને event of success કહી શકાય. Now there are only two cases after a throw, either x equal to 0 or x equal to 1. એટલે કે જો પાસો ફેંકું અને 3 આવે તો સક્સેસ એટલે કે 1 અને ના આવે તો 0 એટલે કે ફેલિયર. So now when x equal to 0, that is the probability of no 6, that is 5/6. હવે જુઓ જો x equal to 0 હોય એટલે કે શું આવે 3 નહીં આવતું હોય. આપણે જ્યારે 500 ફેંકીએ ત્યારે 3 ન આવે એટલે કે આપણે એને શું કહીએ કે x equal to 0 છે. તો 3 ન આવવાની પોસિબિલિટી શું છે તો કે 5/6. કેવી રીતે ટોટલ નંબર કેટલા છે ડાઈમાં આપણી પાસે પાસામાં કેટલા ટોટલ નંબર હોય તો કે 6 હોય અને 3 ન આવવાની શક્યતા કેટલી હોય તો કે 5 હોય અને 3 આવવાની શક્યતા કેટલી હોય તો કે 1 જ હોય. તો x equal to 1 હોય તો પ્રોબેબિલિટી ઓફ 6 શું થઈ જાય 1/6 થઈ જાય. આ પ્રોબેબિલિટીનું બેઝિક છે. સો નાઉ મીન ઇઝ ગિવન બાય e of x. So how we will do is, see we are having x and fx. So x is 0 and 1 and fx you can say 5/6 and 1/6. So like in previous example what you will do is you will use the formula of mean, that is summation of x into fx. So here x is 0.5 into 0.6 plus next value you will take 1 and 1/6. So on solving this you get your mean as 1/6. See now what is your next example. You have to find as variance also, for variance for the number of success. Okay, so here e of x square is given by summation x square into fx. Formula is summation of x square into fx. Again you are having x as 0 and 1 and fx 5/6 and 1/6. So x square is 0 square, corresponding fx is 5/6. Next your next x is 1, that is 1 square, and your next fx is 1/6, right? So this is how you can find e of x square. Now variance, we have just seen the formula of variance. Variance is given by sigma square equal to e of x square minus e of x whole square, right? So e of x square we have found 1/6 and e of x whole square will be what 1/6 whole square, that is 1/36. On simplifying this you get your variance as 5/36. So in this way you can find mean and variance. Now let us move towards the next example. Find mean, variance and distribution function of the probability distribution function. PDF is probability distribution function. See, here you are given continuous function. Till now we have discussed about what? Discrete function, discrete random variables. Here it is what? The question is changed over here. Okay. See, fx is given by ax square if the value of x is between 0 and 1 and it is 0 elsewhere. Okay. So now first we obtain the variance of a. What you have to do is you have to obtain the variance of a over here. Okay. See, it is given by what? Minus infinity to infinity. See, now first we will use this formula. Minus infinity to infinity fx dx is equal to 1. This formula we know. Now what we will do is first we will find the value of a, right? Next we will put the value of fx. Fx is what? Ax square and limit is what? 0 to 1. Now we will integrate this function. A will be constant. Integration of x square will be x cube by 3 and you will put over here limit 0 to 1. So it will become a into 1 by 3 upper limit minus lower limit. So a into 1 by 3 equal to 0 is equal to 1. So this will be converted to a into 1 by 3 equal to 1. So this implies what? A equal to 3. Now we will use the formula of mean. First what we have done, we have find the value of a over here. Okay. Now mean is given by minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx dx. Our fx was what? 3 into x square and we have found the value of a as 3. So our function will be 3x square, right? So x into fx. This x is as it is. In place of fx we will put 3x square and limit will be 0 to 1. So we'll multiply this both x, you get x cube. Now we will simply integrate this equation. 3 will be as it is. Integration of x cube will be x raised to 4 by 4. Now we will put the limits. Upper limit minus lower limit. So first we put the limit, you get 1 raised to 4 by 4 minus 0 raised to 4 by 4. So this term will become 0 and you get 1 by 4 into 3 which is equal to 3 by 4. Next formula for variance is minus infinity to plus infinity x minus mu whole square into fx dx. Now see, value of mu is 3 by 4. This will be your mu. Mu is given by mean is given by mu. So we'll put this value over here. So now we will open this bracket using the formula a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So here your a is a and b is 3 by 4. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. We will simplify this. We will multiply this 3x square first of all inside. So when we multiply this, you get, I am taking 3 constant first of all, right? Now I will multiply this x square. X square into x square, that is x raised to 4. X into x square, that is x cube. And this x square will multiply over here. You get 9 by 16 x square dx. Now I will just integrate this. So integration of x raised to 4 is x raised to 5 by 5. Integration of x cube will be x raised to 4 by 4. And integration of x square will be x cube by 3. Now I will put the limits over here. Upper limit minus lower limit. So I am putting the limits over here. I will put first 1. I get 1 by 5 minus 3 by 8 and 3 by 16. On putting 0, you get all the term as 0. Now after simplifying this bracket, you get your answer as 3 by 80. Now next, you have to find the distribution function. So distribution function is given by minus infinity to infinity fx dx. See, if it is between if the value of x is between 0 and 1, then your distribution function will be 0 to x 3x square. Now you will integrate this. This will become 3x cube by 3. 3 will get cancelled. You will just get x cube. And now you will put the limit over here. Okay. On putting the limit, you get 0 to x. So you put x, so it will be x cube minus 0. So your answer will be x cube. Now if it is x less than 0, okay, so your answer will be 0. Now if the value of x is greater than 1, what you will do is you will expand this function. See, minus infinity to 0, 0 to 1 and 1 to x. So if it is minus infinity to 0, first bracket if I take, here limit is minus infinity to 0. So obviously x is less than 0. So from this condition you can put here 0. Next, if it is 1 to x, then also whole term will be equal to 0. Okay, so again you will get here 0. And the last one is, if you are taking between 0 to 1, then your function is 3x square. And on integrating this, you get your answer as 1. So distribution function will be equal to x cube if the value of x is between 0 to 1. It is 0 if x is less than 0, and it is 1 if x is greater than 1. Let us move to one more example of continuous random variable. A continuous random variable x has probability distribution function 3x square and limit is 0 less than x less than equal to 1 and equal to 0 elsewhere. It is similar type of example. But what you have to do is you have to find first 4 central moments. Okay, the question is same as example third, but the question changed here is you have to find first 4 central moments. So now the formula is given by mu k dash is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x raised to k fx dx. Now we will put here various values of k. So mu 1 dash, first we'll find mu 1, mu 2 dash, mu 3 dash and mu 4 dash. So mu 1 dash, if I put k equal to 1, we get x into fx. So fx is 3x square. On multiplying this, we get 3x cube. Now integration of x cube is x raised to 4 by 4. Again we'll put the limit, upper limit minus lower limit. We get our answer as 3 by 4. Similarly, if I put k equal to 2 over here, in my previous formula, you get integration 0 to 1 x square into fx. Fx is 3x square. So here you multiply x square into x square, you get 3x raised to 4. Again integration of x raised to 4 is x raised to 5 by 5. I will put the limit, upper limit minus lower limit. So 1 by 5 minus 0 by 5. You get 1 by 5. Multiply this 1 by 5 by this 3, you get 3 by 5. Next is mu 3 dash. Now mu 3 dash is equal to 0 to 1 integration. You will get x cube into fx. Same way we will do integration over here. Fx is 3x square. When you multiply this x cube and x square, you get x raised to 5. Integration of x raised to 5 will be x raised to 6 by 6. On putting the limit, you get your answer as 1 by 2. Similarly, when you put k equal to 4, you get mu dash 4 equal to 0 to 1 x raised to 4 into fx. Fx is 3x square. Multiplying these two terms, you get 3x raised to 6. Integration of x raised to 6 is x raised to 7 upon 7. Again putting the limits, upper limit minus lower limit, you get your answer as 3 by 7. Now you have to find mu1, mu2, mu3 and mu4. So mu k is given by what? 0 to 1 x minus mu raised to k into fx, and we know that mu equal to mu1 dash equal to your first term, that is 3 by 4. Now we'll put here different values of mu k. Okay, so therefore mu1 is given by 0 to 1 x minus, first we'll put here in this formula k equal to 1. So x minus 3 by 4 function will be 3x square. I will multiply this here, you get, and I'm taking this 3 constant. So on multiplying this x terms, you get x cube into x square. Okay, now we'll integrate this equation. X cube integration will be x raised to 4 by 4. Integration of x square is x cube by 3. I will put the limit, upper limit minus lower limit, you get your answer as 0. Similarly, we'll put k equal to 2 over here. So x minus 3 by 4 whole square into 3x square. Now I'll apply the formula of a minus b whole square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. I will multiply this x square and I am taking 3 common out. So on multiplying x square over here, you get x raised to 4. Multiplying x square over here, you get x cube. And last is 9 by 16 x square. Now in next step we will integrate this equation. So you get x raised to 5 by 5. Integration of x cube is x raised to 4 by 4, and integration of x square is x cube by 3. Putting the limit, upper limit minus lower limit, and simplifying this bracket, you get 3 by 80. Now next is we are putting k equal to 3. On putting k equal to 3, you get x minus 3 by 4 whole cube into 3x square. See, here we have to use the formula of a minus b whole cube. Formula is a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube, where we are taking here a equal to x and b equal to 3 by 4. We'll put these values in this equation. You get x cube minus 3x square 3 by 4, and we'll put all these values over here in this equation, right? And this 3 I am taking constant, and x square I will multiply. So when I will multiply x square, you get, see, in the next step I have just simplified. I am multiplying this 3 with 3 by 4 whole square, and I am taking the cube of 3 by 4 whole cube and so on. Okay, now I am multiplying this x square with the whole bracket. We get x raised to 5 minus 9 by 4 x raised to 4 plus 27 by 16 x cube minus 27 by 64 x square. Now again I will do the integration. We get x raised to 6 by 6. Integration of x raised to 4 is x raised to 5 by 5. Integration of x cube will be x raised to 4 by 4, and integration of x square will be x cube by 3. Now I'll put again upper limit minus lower limit. You get your answer as 0.0062. In the same way, we'll find for k equal to 4. On putting k equal to 4, you get integration 0 to 1 x minus 3 by 4 raised to 4 into 3x square dx. Now here we need to write the formula of a minus b raised to 4. So the formula for a minus b raised to 4 is a raised to 4 minus 4a cube b plus 6a square b square minus 4ab cube plus b raised to 4. I will put here a equal to x and b equal to 3 by 4. In this whole equation, you get the next equation. Okay, here I am taking 3 as common out now, and I will multiply this x square with each and every term, and I am opening this bracket 3 by 4 raised to 4 and all. Okay, now again I will simply do the integration of the terms. So integration of x raised to 6 will be x raised to 7 by 7, x raised to 5 integration will be x raised to 6 by 6, and I will do this for all the terms. I'll put the limit, upper limit minus lower limit, and on simplifying this bracket you get your answer as 0.004. So this was one more part of the basic statistics, that is mathematical expectation. So you need to practice and remember more formulas in this unit. Okay, so you must be clear with the topic. Thank you.